We live in a world where it's easy to compare ourselves because of what we see around us, especially on social media, even with our friends, our families, our colleagues, and we can't help but to feel like we're behind financially because they're driving nice cars, they wear nice clothes, they buy expensive phones, and you feel like I'm behind and I'm not doing well financially. Well, in this video, I'll be sharing 6 signs that shows that you're doing well financially, even though it doesn't feel like it. Sign number 1 is that you are consistently saving and investing for your future. This is a big thing. It doesn't matter an amount that you are saving, whether it's 200, 300 or 400, as long as you are diligently doing it every month and you're consistent and you're working on your financial goals. This means that you are doing well financially. Because let's face it, there are people who can't really save each and every month. They are struggling at the moment because of the inflation that's in different countries. Some can't even manage to pay their bills. So if you can manage to save and invest each and every month, whatever amount that you are putting away, for me, that's a sign that shows that you are doing well financially. And sign number 2 is that you have an emergency fund. Whether you have a 1 month emergency fund, you have 2 months in emergency fund, or 3 months, the fact that you have something that you call an emergency fund that can cover you when an emergency comes in, to me, that's a sign that you are really doing well. Listen to this. This was an article that I read online that showed that 56% of Americans can't afford to have or to pay for an emergency fund that's worth $1,000. That's really bad. But if you have that emergency fund, whether small or big, if something comes up, you know that you're not part of the statistics, which is really, really good. So that's a sign that you're doing well financially and you are on top of your finances. Sign number 3 is the fact that you are consistently paying off debt. You're committed to make sure you are debt free and you are paying each and every month. For some people at the moment, because of high standards of living and inflation, there are people who are defaulting on their debts and they can't afford to pay debt on a month-to-month basis. Some are calling banks to say, I can't pay this debt, can we negotiate interest rates? But if you are part of the statistics of the people who are saying, I can still afford to pay some of my debt, that means that you are doing well. When I was going through these examples or the signs that I'm talking about today, this was actually a wake-up call to me, because sometimes we tend to compare ourselves so much and we give ourselves a hard time thinking that we're not doing well. The fact that you're saving, the fact that you have an emergency fund, no matter how much you have, even though you might not have reached your goal, but for the fact that you have saved something and you are able to pay down debt, or you're working towards your goal of being debt free, that shows that you are doing well financially. You are doing something and you're working towards your goal. And sign number 4 that shows that you are doing well is the fact that you are able to pay your bills each and every month. That's a good thing. Trust me, there are people who can't pay their bills at this moment because of high standard of living. And I was reading an article which was saying that about 7.4 million of UK adults are struggling to pay bills due to high cost of living. So if you are still able to have a roof over your head, whether it's through paying rent or paying your home loan, that's good. That means that something is going well in your life. Though you might not be able to afford the most expensive house that you want or the most expensive car, but the fact that you're able to pay your bills month after month, for me, that's a sign that things are going well for you and you are content, or you should be content with the things that you have and you're at peace. If you are still able to pay your bills, that's a sign that things are going well. And sign number 5 is that you are able to save for your retirement. There are people who would love to have a portfolio of whether it's stocks or investing in property so that they know that they are sorted when they retire in the future. There are people who can do that. But if you can still manage to save at least 200, 300 that you can put away through an index fund or an exchange traded funds, that means that you are doing well. You are doing well financially. I know it's easy to compare ourselves and start to think, but someone can manage to invest 15% of their salary and I can only manage to invest 2%. It's okay. It's better than nothing. Having $200,000, for example, when you retire at 65, it's better than having zero amount. So don't despise those small amounts and you start comparing yourself and you start giving up and think that you are behind. As long as you are consistent on your financial goals, to me, that's a sign that you are doing well financially. And the other sign that shows that you are doing well is the fact that you are able to live below your means. The fact that you are not letting lifestyle creeps catch up with you, that's a good sign. The fact that you get a raise and then you increase your emergency fund amount that you can save, you increase your savings, or you increase your investments amounts that you can invest each and every month, that's a good thing. That means that you are not going to take an expensive car just to show off. You're not going to take more debt just to buy clothes, just to show people that you are rich. So this goes to that saying which people are saying at the moment, that looking poor it's good. It's because it shows that you are content with the life that you have and you are doing well financially, even though other people can't see it. But you know deep down that you're doing well. You know that towards the end of your retirement, you will know that you'll have enough money that you can say that I've saved. Because sometimes we envy people when we don't know their struggles. Some, they do have those things, they can afford the big cars, the nice clothes, but you'll find that at the end of their retirement age, when it's time for them to retire, they don't even have a cent. But you are diligently working towards those things and you are able to save small amounts, even if you can afford to do bigger amounts. But the fact that you are doing it each and every month, that shows that you are doing well. So this video is more of a reminder to say, though yes, it can be easy to compare ourselves and think that we are not doing well, we are behind just because I don't have a big house, I don't have a nice phone, I don't have nice expensive brand clothes. You might think that I'm not doing well. I say that you're doing well. Don't let that stress you out, and be proud that you're working towards your financial goals. So that's all for today's video. I will see you on the next one. Bye.